It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while. It's been a lot going on though. The road ain't getting no easier. Things ain't getting no easier. Things are getting a little bit crazier. Uh, I kind of took a break for some things. Felt like the world, but the world don't let you really take a break from it. But anyway, we back. Um, if it's your first time checking this out, um, Maurice, I do a little bit of everything. Um, right now, I do this video vlog that's essentially just for my kids, just to be motivational for the future, just information and things that just insights into my life, things that I have going on, and just hopefully some things that could help them out, but in turn, right now possibly help out other people. So, if you go back, check out some of the other videos, if it's something you like, definitely like, share, subscribe, you know. But either way, if this is your first time watching it, thank you. Um, so typically, we have a Sunday video, a Monday, a Tuesday and stuff, but things have been so out of sorts lately. I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't had the motivation to get on here and really just be positive just because I've been so overwhelmed with my own shit. Like, you know, um, I know that seems selfish, but sometimes you have to be selfish. You have to put the greater good of, what you have going on over really everything else because you have to take care of you first. Um, I think one of the biggest things I've I've noticed just about myself, and I'm kind of going to try to make this one about myself and not so much other people. Um, what I've noticed is that you know, growth is ever evolving, and what I mean by that is there is no there's no graph to it. I mean, it is a graph to it. Growth means you just keep going forward and stuff, in a regular sense. But as far as a person, as far as from a human aspect, growth is essentially you meeting plateaus and you learning things and evolving. You know, it's not just about, now you're 16, you can drive. Now you're 18, you're legal to drink. Now you're 21, you know what I'm saying? Like 25, all these different things and stuff. You know, not that growth, not the retirement age and all this nonsense and shit. But I mean, just real growth, like mental, physical, life growth. That growth, and nothing against, people want to take this the wrong way. Nothing against people that have went to college and things like that and shit like that. But it's just like learning the structure and the format is one thing. Okay. Learning the structure and the format is one thing. But being a child and having a child and making it through adult situations while navigating like the real world, like the real world with the real world consequences. Not like school isn't consequences, but school is still an extension of learning and growth and life, whereas real life is life, you know. And I don't want people to take this the wrong way. Like, not to say like people that go to school, don't deal with the same type of shit as a single parent, but you fucking don't. I mean, unless you went to school and you had a baby and you were a single parent and stuff, then hats off to you and stuff. If you came out on the other side, that's amazing also. But what I'm saying is, I can remember people. I can remember people telling me that, you know, I remember, just people telling me I had all this potential and I wasn't using it. You got all this potential, but you're not using it. You got all this potential, you're not using it. Mainly teaching adults and stuff. Maybe people that don't know me intimately or the closest and stuff. But I think the biggest thing that I took away from that was you only see one side of me. You only see one version. If a person only see you when you go to work, then you only know fucking work me. If you only see me when I'm at school, then you only know school me. You only see me when you're at family events, you only know family. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't really know who you are in all of them senses. They only see you in one form. And that's with everything else. If a person gets out of school and they want to get a job and the degree says they can do this based on what they've learned, okay, and that's great, that's amazing. But real life is like, if you've never had a person in your face, being negative to you, like telling you like this shit that you saying don't matter and I don't believe you and I ain't buying that shit. You can't learn that in school. You can't learn that shit hands on. You know, I made six figures a year, before I was 30. I shot me 6 figures a year before I was 25. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's crazy. So, it's the, it's you. It's not other people, it's you. If you seem to come out of adversity on the other side, all the time, if you seem to come out of adversity all the time on the other side, it's not fucking luck. It's not, look, you can say all the prayer in the world, but it's you. Like, all of those things have to factor in, but it's you. Because if you sit on your ass and do nothing, there is no results, nothing's happening. So it's you. Pat yourself on the back for getting through those adversities. All of them. All of them. All of them up until this point, up until right now. You've gotten through all of the shit that has been an issue for you in your life. All of it. And I'm speaking for myself, because I'm harder on myself than I am on anybody. Everything that has been that has given me heartache or troubles or kept me up at night and stuff, always find a way to work through that shit. We always find a way to get past it. That's me. That's built in me. I don't want to be a boaster or a bragger, but that's all the fucking world is. That's all the internet is. That's all any of this shit is. So, for my kids, if y'all watching and you listening, you can do what other people think you can't do. Because just like I heard teachers tell me that I wasn't shit and things are gonna be hard for me, and I can remember not graduating high school, and I can remember, sleeping on my brother's couch, after a breakup, and everybody downing me, and people ain't looking at me like I wasn't the guy 6 months prior. Because, if you at the top, you can't fall. They look at that shit. So, whatever. But then I can remember being 25, 26, buying a house, having a business, working, having a baby on the way, like being the fucking guy. Now, this is the fourth time I had to be the guy in this fucking city. But I don't say anything about this shit. I don't fucking care. Because everything I do it for the greater good of the team. It ain't for me. So plenty times I'd have had bands sitting on dressers, and I could have went out and just bought a stupid fucking car just to show people I can buy a fucking car. That shit is dumb. So plenty of times I could have just went out and did everything that all the little drug dealer and the dope boys was doing and shit. I could have went and did all that dumb shit. Could have went and did all of it. Like it just, it's like I knew how to control the wastefulness. You know, I hadn't got to the stage of understanding that consumerism and being materialistic is just trying to fill a void of something that we've been missing, or something that's been hindering or hurting us as a child, or some type of trauma from the past. And none of that shit. I'm just shopping. I'm just buying fucking Jordans and buying more video games and shit like that. But the outside, it was all my stuff was internal, never outside. It was never like for other people to see I had this shit. I never did it for that. I did it for me. You know, because you're always chasing something, chasing the childhood you didn't have, chasing the girl you always wanted, chasing the pair of shoes you never got, the toy you never had. So you try to get it for your kid. You always chasing something, you know, until life catch up with you and you get caught up, and that shit force you to sit down and reflect on that shit and deal with it. And that's when you get to a point to where you have a breakdown and a shutdown, and you go through some shit, and you make a video and everybody hitting you up and thinking you done lost your mind, and it's just life. Like, I'm surprised everybody ain't making fucking videos. Like, it's hard enough to try to deal on a daily basis with everything, but to be told that you can't do certain things, you can't navigate a certain way, you know, and have to deal with the weight of the world and not have an outlet. Look, this shit ain't getting no easier. It's not. It's not gonna get any easier anytime soon. How they say it, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. That's how it is. All of us, everybody, everybody. There's no there's no mystery of the shit that's going on in the world right now. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. We are trying to act normal, like this shit don't affect us on a daily basis. That's all we're trying to do. But there is no normalcy anymore. There is no normalcy anymore. That shit's been dead for like, I don't know, Trump, that shit been dead like 5 years. Come on now. We ain't seeing the signs. And then what why people wonder, oh, shit's so fucked up. So I'm prepared for this shit. But they've been setting this shit up to happen for a while. So you watch how this gambit and all this shit play out. And if you're not the sun seekers and the you know the guys that just want knowledge over money and knowledge over power and shit about to get real. Shit about to get real. There's a shift happening, and power is being judged differently. Power is being judged based on knowledge. It used to be guns and shit like that, but that's not in anymore. It's knowledge. It's the shit that you know. That's really all it's ever been. The muscle factor used to be a thing, but that shit don't even matter no more. That don't matter. Because if you got knowledge, you can acquire, everything else can kind of work itself out. You gotta have muscle and heart and shit like that, but without knowledge, I know a lot of tough guys that always gonna be in the hood. They're not smart enough to get out. Everything ain't for everybody. That's a shitty saying, and I hate saying it. I that is why isn't it? That is it's actually like a racial. Everything ain't for everybody. It's almost like saying, I feel like it's like, hey, minority, this ain't for you, or everything ain't for. I don't know. I'm on a tangent right now. Just ignore me. It's been a while since I did a video, but I still feel like that's just everything is always two sided. It's always two sides to the coin. Two ways you look at things. My point of view on this now is something. Everything shouldn't be for everyone. Everyone should be able to enjoy everything. I get the light part of it, but it's almost a negative saying like, you're limited. You can't do everything you really want to do. Because me being open, having open in mind, open heart now, and the way I see things a little bit differently, that one is that's probably the one that's going to hurt you the most. It's all about outlooks too. You know, it's all about mindsets. It's all about comfort zones. It's all about all these different things and stuff. You know, but life is about different elements, and in order to navigate properly, you have to know the elements for your environment. But when you want to expand, you want to do things that are different, you have to learn the elements for the other environments as well. And that's why I say, you got to know when to be a chameleon. You got to know when to talk the talk. You know, it's it's easy to it's easy to say, what you'll do in a situation until that situation arrives. I've seen it. I've seen people step up in situations that I would never think would have did it. And I've seen people back down and not say things when I thought they should have. So it's it goes hand in hand. You have to play your part. You have to play your position. You know, but know that these seasons changing, and you go from winter, to spring, or from summer to fall to winter. You know, you have to change how you act accordingly. You move that's just how it is. It's a different season. You gotta now we gotta wear different clothes. We can't wear the same stuff. You're not carrying that same attitude into the same season. Your summer attitude isn't your same attitude, depending on where you live and stuff like that. But I mean, you're in the Midwest, your grind is different. Everybody's trying to go hard, 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 because you can't really navigate and move around in the winter like that, with the cold and the snow, and so everybody try to go super hard, and but the world is different now. You can navigate, and you can you can get money from home, and you can set up things that are residual income, and things like that. You can make money while you're sleeping, but what I mean by that is, I know for me, when I go into the holiday season, I am in that Christmas mode, that little kid mode, that joy to the world, and, you know, you know, peace on all for all men, and all this good shit. You know, that's the mode I'm in. You want to be nice, you want to be happy, you just want to, you want that Home Alone shit, you want that Christmas story, you know, and that's all we each season. You want to have that. You want to have those Hallmark holiday moments, and you want things to be great and stuff. And you got to work hard to achieve that. you know. But a lot of that happiness and stuff is just really inside of you. It's all about the outlook. It's not about the shit. It's not about the places you go or all the money you spend and all of the shit you got going on. It's just family. It's just you having a sense of you, understanding, you know, who you are, making sure that people around you are getting everything they need from you, and that everybody's happy. That's really all it is. Once you get that shit situated, everything else will fall right into place. That's the win-win. So for me to jump back into it like this, I feel good. I think everything get ready to be on the upswing. I can't wait to be able to just share with everybody like everything that's going on the back end, and I just well, when everything's said and done, and you know we finalize all this stuff, you know, we'll let everybody know everything and just go from there. But like I said, right now, everybody stay tuned. You know, I appreciate you chiming in, and thank you. Be safe. I'm out.